Hi guys, this is Miss Horn again, coming to you from Meadowview Elementary. So yesterday we talked about estimating, what it means to estimate, and an estimate. We review those vocabulary. So we're going to be working on lesson 19 today, day 4, on page 181, independent practice. So if you haven't completed that on your own yet, pause the video and go and do that on your own, and then come back and watch the video, because this is independent practice, okay? Alright, so let's get started. It says ideas about estimating length. Put it together. Use what you have learned to complete the task. Okay, number 15. Mrs. Chen made a list of lengths at the right. So this is what they're talking about over here. Lengths of items. A new pencil, 19 centimeters. A sticky note, 3 inches. An egg carton, 1 foot. Door height, 2 meters. Alright, part A. Estimate the length of an object in your classroom, or you're at home right now. Okay, so use an object in your house. Use an item from Mrs. Chen's list to help you estimate. Record your choices below. Alright, so what I'm going to use is, I'm going to use a Sharpie. So my object is a Sharpie. Okay? The item that I'm going to use to estimate is a sticky note. Okay? So I'm going to put sticky note. Alright, my estimate. Here's my Sharpie. Here is a sticky note. Okay? And remember, from the list, it says a sticky note is 3 inches. Okay? So I'm looking at my Sharpie here. I'm looking at my sticky note that says it's 3 inches. Okay? So I'm going to estimate. I'm looking at my Sharpie here. Okay? And I chose a sticky note to estimate. And a sticky note is 3 inches. I'm going to look at this. And you may have a Sharpie at home that looks like this. So I'm looking. Well, I'm going to estimate. I'm going to make that hypothesis using my mathematical thinking, my close guess. I think this Sharpie is about 6 inches long. And I'm going to use the abbreviation for inches, which is IN. Okay. 6 inches. I'm going to put in parentheses about. Because when we estimate, it's not exact. It just means close to, give or take a little. Okay. And it says, explain how you found your estimate. Well, I looked at my Sharpie. I looked at my sticky note. Then I put it together. I said, well, that's 1. Then I just put my finger there to measure about where I stopped. Okay? So it's close to 3. It's close to 6 inches. Not exactly, but it's closer to 2 sticky notes, which would be 6 inches. So that's how I found my answer. Alright? Now, let's look at part C. It says use a ruler, a yardstick, or a meter stick to measure the actual length of your object. I used a Sharpie. So what unit of measurement, or what tool would be the best to actually measure the Sharpie? Meter stick, like we did in our last lesson. I think that'd be way too big. Yardstick, I think it would also be too big. So I'm going to use a ruler. I think would be the best tool for me to use because a Sharpie is a smaller object. So I don't need a yardstick or a meter stick. Now if I measured the door frame or maybe the carpet or a table, I would use a yardstick or a meter stick. Okay, but I have a smaller object, so I'm just going to use a ruler. And I measured in inches, so you need to make sure you're using the right spot. They're the wider apart, and most rulers have an IN on it to let you know this is inches, okay? So now I'm actually going to measure my Sharpie. And remember, we learned from last week before spring break, we always line up on the 0 to get an accurate measurement. So, my object was, let's scoot it down. Let's see, make sure I've got it level here. Okay. So what's the actual measurement of my Sharpie? It's over 5. So it's over 5. But it's not quite to that halfway mark. Right there, that longer line going down. Okay? So, the actual length of my object, I would say, would be closer to 5 inches. Okay? It says, how does the actual length compare with your estimate? Well, an estimate, like we said, is a close guess made by using mathematical thinking. So, an estimate doesn't have to be exact. It just has to be close. Alright? So, how does the actual length compare to your estimate? Well, I would say the actual length was a little over 5 inches long. I estimated it to be close to 6 inches long. So I would say that my estimate was pretty close to the exact measurement. Alright guys, so that's how you use estimation. Estimation, like I said, is just like your science, a hypothesis, based off of what information you have and what you already know. Okay, it's not an exact measurement. An exact measurement, you actually take a tool, a ruler, a meter stick, yardstick, tape measure, and actually measure it out. Okay? So, I've enjoyed spending this time with you guys. I hope everybody is doing good. We'll see you again soon.